Right, well, welcome back to Baldur's Gate, where in the last episode we were in the sewer and we came across some sewer folk led by Schlumpsher, who said that the gods wanted Alwyn dead. Which is kind of not what you really want to hear. Kagan. I hands it to you, Alwyn. You don't look like much, but you have got the knack. Oh, what knack is that? Why, of minding other folks' business and making it pay. Ain't a finer trade in the land than that. I think Alwyn would certainly say this. I don't intend to keep an accounting ledger on this. Any goods will be used to further our efforts, or sold for gear, which we will surely need before long. 'Tis the right way of making good in the world, doubling up your investments time and again. I just hopes we can cash out in good style by the end. Yeah, so I think Kagan's motivations for being in the party are quite clear. To make as much money as possible. But he's happy to plough some of that money back into the party's equipment, so he's not completely obsessed at the cost of common sense. Have a load of people just spawned there, or was that just me? Right, so yes, Schlumpsher was this kind of weird slime that was in the sewer. And yeah, and had all sorts of things to say about Alwyn, that's for sure. And also that Baldur's Gate, the name of Alwyn had been bandied around Baldur's Gate, and he had heard Alwyn's name mentioned from the sewer. So yes, he isn't. I don't think Alwyn can rely upon being this sort of anonymous character in the big city. Because obviously Alwyn's quite famous now in Beregost and Nashkel for his work in the mine, but his, I suppose, given that he's seriously damaged the Iron Throne's capabilities, I guess he would have some sort of reputation in the big city. So, speaking of the city, I mean, it's clearly a... Okay, we can just go in here. You know, it's clearly a kind of city built on trade, and you see a lot of sort of noblemen walking around, and I guess
something if I must.
The wealth, you know, being a kind of effectively a port, you know, is all trade, and you get that feeling with the big estates and the large houses.
I'm gone.
Okay. So this is just someone's house, isn't it? Let's be honest.
I'm gone.
Now, also in the last episode on this map, there was like a house in the... God. Oh, okay. Oh, well, they're asleep, aren't they? So what have we got to lose? As I say, ooh, a book. History of the Moonsea. We'll take... Or will we? Alwyn's very particular about... he's not just going to take people's sort of...
I've had enough of this.
Sorry, we're on our way. He's not just going to take people's pocket change and stuff. It's not his style. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, there's a house on this map that we can't quite read. But in the edit of the last video, I managed to kind of pause it at the opportune time. And apparently it's Degradel's house, I think it says. No great revelations there, I suppose, but, you know, just FYI. And I just sort of noticed, really, or what I thought would be a thrust of this episode would be Alwyn actually making some money again, because the problem at the moment is that he doesn't have any. He's got 62 gold, and that's not a great position to be in. I did kind of expect or think that this
I've done had
that
enough
Baldur's
of this.
Gate would perhaps... Ooh, from what I've heard, the new man with the Iron Throne, Serevok, is an unmarried man. I plan to change that. Okay.
Sure.
We can't go in there. Well, we could go in there, but let's not chance it. So, I don't know what to do. There's a lot of just commoners around, and a lot of the properties are just that. They're just people's, they're just residential properties. So I don't know where. So we'll just go into this next area of the map. What time is it? 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay.
Why me?
Now I don't know where we get kind of work from. I mean, if you look in the only thing we've got to do in the quests really is go and see Scar of the Flaming Fist, which doesn't really look like a nice little quest that will yield any money. Or we can go all the way back to Beregost and deal with some half-ogres. And even that doesn't really sound particularly lucrative. So, I don't know really. So what are we in here with? So this looks like a nice leafy part of town. A sort of village feel. It's just full of commoners and nobles.
You need a new tailor. Your clothes are absolutely dreadful.
Never been satisfied with the dresses made by Elmer Spitrack. Okay, well, there we go. Alwyn's not interested, particularly.
I love money. Yes, I do.
Oh, maybe this is the man to line our pockets. Dunn. Hello there. Dunn, ex-merchant at your service. How may I be of assistance? How exactly does one become an ex-merchant? Well, you start by becoming a merchant, then you become a gambler, then you bet your business on a game of dice, then you lose, voila, an ex-merchant. Next question. Ha! I like this one. Could you tell me where the good stores are in town? There are no good shops in this city. Nope, none. I don't even think about it, especially the ones run by the Seven Sons or the Merchants League. What's wrong with the Seven Sons and the Merchants League? I used to gamble with those fellows, but something's not right. I'm in debt to them up to my ears, but nothing's happening. No big guys with clubs knocking on my door in the middle of the night. No poison in my ale, nothing. It's like they've forgotten the whole thing. I saw my old buddy Al in the street the other day, looked him right in the eye, and he didn't even cuff me about the ears. I assume he owes money to Al, unless that's just his kind of default greeting. Just started looking real nervous, like he had forgotten his best friend's name at a party or something. Strange, I tell you. Why does the text suddenly go absolutely minute? I mean, I can't read it on my screen, let alone if you're looking at this on a phone or something. Anyway. So more strange goings on with the Seven Sons. They've got outstanding debts that they're just not collecting.
You said something?
I can only assume that it's got something to do with the Iron Throne. I have to tell you, keep away from anybody claiming to be a member of the Iron Throne trading cartel. They're bad folk and not to be trusted. Okay. Well, maybe we could help the Seven Sons. Kind of get back in the game a bit. So what have we got here? High House of Wonders. Wow. Oh, Alwyn would love to go and take in a kind of museum or something like that. Ragefast's home. Oh, look at that. Day 98. So I guess we're probably a bit over 3 months in now since Alwyn left Candlekeep. Do you know, I just do not know what to do or say, really. I mean, it's... The door of this house is rotting off its hinges. I mean, I've got to say, the city has not really yielded much, has it? I mean, it may be that we should go back in the sewers, because that seems to be the only thing that, has offered us any sort of interesting interactions, and certainly from Alwyn's point of view, the chance of a bit of gold. I mean, if it carries on like this, we will just have to go and see Scar of the Flaming Fist, I think. Can we actually go in this place? It's all a bit strange, isn't it? Is this still the High House of Wonders? The Hall of Wonders. Okay.
A cutthroat in every alley, but I'll not
I'm going
let
in.
them take us alive.
Don't worry, Zar. Oh. Oh. Belland. Yes. Good on you, friend. Come inside the Hall of Wonders, but please remember the 1 gold donation. Well, I think we can just cover that. It provides sponsorship for those that craft the curious wonders inspired by Gond. Is Gond a god? Don't know. This patronage supports the not immediately saleable works produced. I would not waste money on this pathetic mausoleum. In this barbaric land, a flint is regarded as the latest invention. Besides, the brazen boldness, impudent assurance and insolence of praising machinery in my presence. As if gadgets could even be compared with the elegance or efficiency of magic. I am sure, sir, that you will find it to your liking. Ah! Doubtlessly, nothing here could compare to the wonders of drow craftsmanship. Shh, Viconia. Don't go on about it. Perhaps, madam. But who had ever seen a drow city and lived to tell the tale? None that I know, that's for sure. And it's warm inside to boot, so you needn't keep your gentle self all wrapped up in your cloak like that against the chill. I'll not pay to enter a building open to the public. It's a strange response, isn't it? So we can either refuse to pay, or we can kind of pay it in a kind of arrogant way. A mere pittance to pay for a day's entertainment. Please enter and enjoy the works within. Gonsman Brathlan will offer insights on a number of items, but his time is limited and the tour will not be extensive. Well, there's hospitality for you. Enjoy. Okay, well, we will. Belland. So it's crawling with Flaming Fist.
Why me?
Brathlan. And some commoners. Okay.
Please follow, and I shall endeavor to introduce you to the majesty of Gond.
Gond. Welcome all to the Hall of Wonders. Oh, I'm just reading out what he just said. Unnecessary, I'd say. Okay, let's follow him. Gonsman Leonardo's helical aerial wonder. Okay, so that's a, I guess, a Da Vinci reference. Okay, well, we can look in things, but I'm not sure that's a good idea in this place. Steam Dragon. Okay, so this is a potentially a kind of steam engine. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a bit concerned if we take valuable artifacts, or are seen to be taking them, we'll be turned on by all these guards. I hope you had little difficulty making your way here. People are often confused by the companion building across the lane, the High House of Wonders. Yes, that was a little bit. It is the consecrated temple to Gond, our worship centre on the Sword Coast, and parent temple to the hall here, separated to ensure that tourism does not disrupt the sanctity of our reverence. The two structures are nevertheless linked by a bridge that they might be guarded as one. Okay, there you go. That's interesting. What's this? Everlight. What's Everlight, Brathlan? Here is a wondrous item forged from the mind of one of our most respected gnomish brethren. Ah, known as a steam dragon, it is a remarkable if somewhat noisy means of moving large objects. The fire in its belly powers mighty gears that can be affixed to belts and pulleys, hauling loads that would require dozens of strong backs. Our own harbour employs such items on a grand scale, relieving ships of their cargo in a matter of moments. and might detrimental to the jobs of several longshoremen when installed, it has greatly improved the health of the few remaining. Ah, so it's a kind of sort of traction engine type, or stationary engine type development. Pump of Gond. Another marvel of ingenuity, the Pump of Gond. By standing astride the seat, one is able to move water as a mill wheel might, with only the power of the legs. Excellent for watering fields or draining a flooded home. Hard work to ride for long. It does spare the back and neck from bearing the weight of buckets. Okay. A leg-driven pump. Yes, do tell me what Everlight is. Bringing light where is naught but darkness. The Everlight. The natural law that all must fall. Okay, so we're starting to get, I suppose, a bit of a sense of the scientific advance, the scientific level of the kind of Baldur's Gate setting here. So talking a bit about natural sciences. The natural law that all must fall helps feed continuous oil to a system of lamplights, eliminating bothersome refueling for weeks at a time. This is the enormous tank that holds the oil in reserve. None need be stranded in the night again, as is inevitable with the standard illumination. Have you ever known the oil to run out during the daytime? Well, there we go. Well, thanks. Is that it? No. Here be an amazement, if ever there was one. Without question, you have all seen a mariner's standard spyglass. That crude device that roughs out a coastline. It is but a shadow of this work of art from faraway Lantan. We are informed that it was labelled a telescope, or some such, when initially assembled. But we have taken to calling it a farseer, a much more elegant name for its function and craftsmanship. The faces of the stars themselves are visible with its aid, and one is liable to run out of earth before running out of sight. Our local craftsmen have not been able to recapture Gon's original inspiration, and the inner workings remain a detailed mystery. Thus, while copies of its beauty are available, they function no better than the spyglass I mentioned. Okay. I can't replicate the telescope. You better tell me what the helical aerial wonder is. Oh, that's it. Would it be possible to buy one of these items? I think Alwyn would want him to continue the tour. This is absolute. Alwyn has never experienced anything like this since Candlekeep. I don't think there was a museum as such at Candlekeep, but you know, there was a sense that you were being informed and learning about the world, etc. Please continue the tour. Such items are incomprehensible without sage interpretation. Forgive me, but I cannot dally about any longer. Duty calls, but enjoy your visit nonetheless. Please respect the needs of our other brethren as well, and leave with the falling of darkness. Many have nightly devotions that require their time, and they appreciate not having to hunt out stragglers. Okay. Well, this has been lovely. Absolutely lovely. I think Alwyn has been more than happy to partake in their visit to the Hall of Wonders. Can we go along here? Yes, we can. That's quite cool, isn't it? We can sort of go up onto the first floor. Anyway, I'm not going to do that because it's not terribly exciting. Right. Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh, we're in the now we're in the sort of bit where we should be sort of quiet and respectful.
Hello. Nice to make the acquaintance of such a cultured personage.
4th August. Hail and well met, stranger. I take it you're an adventuring sort. I could tell the moment I saw you. You do not have the manicured hands of the fops we usually get through here. May I have a moment or two of your time? Okay. He's holding a crossbow, which is a little bit intimidating. What do you want of me? Well, I'll tell you. I'm a bard. And a soon-to-be great bard, I might add. All I really need is some good material for a song or two, and I'll be playing the big rooms. Seeing as how the masses always like tales of daring do, I need to purchase a few details off you. I could always make something up, but such things never ring true. Are you interested? For the right price, we might consider it. A reasonable request. What if I paid you 200 gold for each idea? Well, we can't accept it by the looks of it. The loss of a bard is to travel and learn. Why don't you go out and find your own stories? Why? Because it is dangerous out there. I became a bard for the easy work and prestige among certain female members of my social set. Not because I wanted to chase vermin down dungeon holes. Do you wish to help or not? I think we do at 200 gold each. What type of tales do you require? I don't know, something dashing and dangerous that will make the ladies go, my hero. We could. Feral viciousness of gibberlings, cunning of the common kobold. I could tell the strength of the gnoll or the size of the ogre. I could relate how I have seen good people struck down unjustly, or the strength of character of the common farmer. Perhaps an ode to the conviction of the adventuring cleric, or how good people fight. How good people fight for what is right in the face of incredible odds. What say you? I don't think Alwyn would be as bold. Look, this is interesting. I have a grand piece about the Iron Throne. It would seem that they are in the midst of a plot to weaken the entire region, to increase their power base, and possibly to allow for an invasion from Arm. They don't seem to be totally in control of the crisis at this point, though, and this has allowed me to come close to destroying them once and for all. I think that's a good précis of where we are at the moment. But I don't think Alwyn is particularly interested in necessarily destroying them once and for all. I mean, he'd be prepared to do it, but he's still thinking of how he gets out of this. And yes, I think he will. I mean, he has come to Baldur's Gate to try and sort of, in his own way, confront the Iron Throne, but I don't think he'd be as bold as to say that. But maybe we'll I don't know. I think Alwyn will probably go for something like number 3. Tales of conviction and strength of spirit. I have no clue where to start telling a tale about that. If I were an introspective sort, I might conclude that I can't write about things I don't understand. As it is, I'm sure it's someone else's fault. I don't think you'll be much use to me after all. Ow! We should have gone for the Iron Throne.
Sure.
I'm not sure Alwyn would have wanted to blab it all to a bard. He doesn't want to draw too much attention to himself. Priest of Gond.
Gond's greatest gift was the ability to invent.
The Wonderbringer. We can worship the Wonderbringer. What services do you provide here? Oh, okay. Do you sell anything interesting? No. Right.
All right.
Oh, we can go in. Oh, no, that's going out. Okay.
Sure. Sure.
Okay, so this is pretty much it. I'll probably bring you back. As interesting as it has been to explore the Hall of Wonders,
Why me?
And the, what's the other thing called? The High House of... The Hall of Wonders and the High House of Wonders. It hasn't really helped Alwyn in his search for gainful employment. So, I'll bring you back perhaps when... Oh, shall I? Yeah. Let's just have a little look at what this is. It's an interesting building. Maybe it's something that will yield something. Or maybe we'll dip down in the sewers. I don't know. The Ladies' Hall. Let's poke our heads in here.
Why me?
Chanthalus Albright and Agnacia.
This way, good sir. Over here.
Welcome! Luck has seen fit to drop you in the lap of the lady, and she will take good care of you indeed. Those who dare are always seen in the best light, and we require but a small donation of coin for whatever you need. Could you show us what you have to offer? For some reason I've got a load of luck spells. And I'm afraid it's not particularly exciting.
Can I assist you?
Oh well. There we go. It's just a temple.
Sure.
Are you telling these children a story?
Yes.
Adventurers, don't you go telling any children your fanciful stories about monsters and swashbuckling. All you do is get the wrong idea in their heads. Okay. Right, I think I will bring you back at some point. Right, we're still on the same map. But Varsi Roaringhorn, which, you know, that is a funny name, isn't it? Varsi Roaringhorn has alerted us to his presence and is coming over for a chat. Please, might I have your ear a moment? My name is Varsi, and I have heard you sometimes help those in need, for a fee, of course. Please, would you meet with my guardian at his house? My guardian will reveal the nature of the job once we arrive. Please, it is a matter of life or death. Lead on, young one, I will follow. Oh, excellent. I may yet repair the damage I have caused. This way, I'll show you to the house where my master is staying. I'm glad you agreed to help out, Alwyn. By mask, I hoped enough times that someone bailed me out of trouble when I was of an age with Varsi. This way. Where are you going, Varsi? In there? Okay.
There is nothing I can do. But I must do something. It is a risk. And risk is everything.
Okay, a sort of Inspector Clouseau type character. Right. Varsi, who have you brought here? I told you I must be alone with my thoughts. Your thoughts know as I do, and there be no denying it. We need outside help to fix what's done, and talk among the alleys say this group may be as effective as any we could hope for. You tell me later, I don't know if I can keep that up. You tell me later how you know in what alleys to learn such things. For now, however, you are correct. We are in need of assistance, and none in the clergy must know. All right. Greetings to you all. I am Lord Priest Tremaine Baldur, a humble servant of our smiling lady Timora. My request of you is an odd and very dangerous one. I will not hold you to it if you deem it too extreme. I would have you enter the Water Queen's house and retrieve my son's body. He and Varsi sought to indulge their restless nature by sneaking about the place, and a high price was paid. The Water Queen's house. A foolish error. Yes, but I will see he learns from it when I raise him. That's why I need your help. We thought it would be exciting causing a little mischief amidst Umberlee's underlings, only it wasn't that much fun when we were caught. We both ran. I got away. Casson didn't. They killed him as we sought to escape. As they killed a kid for being a bit mischievous. A harsh sentence for a simple prank, but trespassing on holy ground, whatever the faith, is not a small crime. You must bring his body to me, that I may restore his life to him. If you can retrieve him, I will reward you, whether I am able to revive him or not. What say you? I think Alwyn would scrutinise a little bit. You are a man of some import. Why do you not organise your own temple brethren to aid you? An astute question. Thank you. High Priest Chanthalas has deemed that Casson knowingly took a risk and luck determined his fate. Since Tymora be the Lady of Luck, it is that fate we are officially to abide by. I, however, disagree. While Casson did dare and fail, I see no reason that I should not take the risk to rescue him. It makes no sense to me for Tymora to grant her servants resurrection powers, if to use them would anger her or interfere with the fate of another. So now I find I must move against the wishes of my church, but not the spirit of it. To me it seems that they are more concerned about incurring the wrath of the Umberlants than in following the spirit of adventure. You may anger her clergy by helping me, but I believe Tymora will smile on all of us. Okay, so it's a question of whether he should just have been left to his fate, or whether the powers given by Tymora should be used to, in fact, resurrect this kid. An interesting dilemma. I'm not sure what Alwyn would think. It's a good question. If I knew more about Tymora, then I'd probably know what to do, but since I don't, I'm going to say Alwyn's not really that bothered by Tymora. He really is an Ogma man, so I think we'll try and help. There is hope for my son yet. I cannot tell you where in the Umberlant Temple Casson would be kept, but I would advise you to be careful. They seem a right unfriendly group. Once you get to know them, they seem out and out heartless. Please hurry. I can find Tremaine in a house just north of the Hall of Wonders. Oh, he's Tremaine, isn't he? Yes. Temple of Umberlee. Near the docks. Okay. We've got something to do.
Why me?
I guess the docks are around here, aren't they? I'll see you at the docks. Right, hello, we're in what I think is the docks. And we've been confronted by Antilles Folsom. Elman's told me you'd pass by this way soon enough. Looking into the Iron Throne, are we? Elminster? Tedious old fellow, isn't he? I suppose I would be too if I lived to see as many centuries as he has. But enough talk of the good, Alwyn. I have come to tell of the dark. You have a very special heritage, child. Oh god, here we go again. One that graces you with more enemies than friends, I fear. This city holds many secrets and dangers and, as you have rightly come to suspect, the Iron Throne lies somehow at the core of it all. Your investigations will not go unnoticed, nor, like as not, unpunished. I urge you to curry the favour of Scar and Duke Elton, both of the Flaming Fist, as they are good men at heart and capable of providing you with some guidance and protection in this urban vast. But I tarry here too long. It is best we not be seen together. Oh, thanks, Antilles.
Sure.
Belgin, he's an interesting guy. Right. We're looking for the temple. The Temple of Umberley.
Glad to meet you, friend.
Well, suddenly we can't get away from people. Oh there, watch your stepping on the wharfs hereabouts. The sea spray can make the cobblers a touch treacherous. Cobbles, sorry, cobblers. My name is Carachus. Is there anything I can help you with? What do you do here? I be the Duke's own dockhand, if you will. Well, alright, I'm just a dockhand like any other. But I've been aboard the royal galleys to unload wares from the New World. A New World? Is there some sort of dimensional portal in the middle of the sea through which you pass to get here? 'Tis better yet. They say now that the world is no longer flat, that it has become round, a perfect sphere wrapped round itself like a wizard's crystal. We perch atop its upright half, and the new world of Maztica clings to its underside like so many bats. Someday I shall sneak aboard one of these ships that I may see such wonders. A new world? Wow, that sounds exciting. I'd like to go there someday. Well, if what he says is true, perhaps someday we'll set foot on it. I'd like to as well. That's a spirit. No place is too remote, no place too unknown, no place too dangerous for us. Well, as long as there's a place where a girl can freshen up from time to time at least. Anyway, I'd really like to see what could be on an unexplored area of this world. Maybe they have a race of humans with pink hair. Wouldn't that be the greatest? Alright, I don't think Alwyn's talking to Alwyn here. I don't think he's going to be too rude to him, so hurrah to your new world then, Carachus, whatever shape it takes. Alas, I cannot tarry here. Perhaps we'll talk another day. I haven't stowed myself away in the hold of one of these ships in your absence. If I haven't... Reading is going down the pan here. If I haven't stowed myself away in the hold of one of these ships in your absence, that is... Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Well, yes, good. We were actually looking for the Temple of Umberley. There's like a little light railway track here. And we can hear the waves lapping in at the docks. Water Queen's house. Here we go. Here we go. I think what I'll do is just get Alwyn's book done, so she's got a dexterity increase, and she's going to go in undercover. Priestess of Umberley.
I'm gone.
Well, this is a bit weird, isn't it? It sort of feels a bit, I don't know, Japanese or something. Little partitioned rooms. Oh, okay. Just hide there for a minute, Alwyn. So there's a dead boy somewhere in here. Right.
All right.
Alwyn, just bless everyone before we go in.
Why me?
Would it look odd if we got a load of undead summoned now? I'm doing it anyway.
Why me?
Okay. Excuse me.
Kalasna.
The Witch Queen brooks no insolence.
Tread carefully within the house of the bitch goddess. Conduct your business and go lest she find a way to drown you even in the driest desert. Okay.
Go pestis. Why me? Why me?
I don't know if...
The storm shall take those who are unfaithful.
Okay, this one wants to talk. Let's,
Why me? Why me?
May darkness prevail.
I could do no other.
we'll just try and position the
If I
troops.
must.
For what purpose do you visit the bitch queen? God. We wish to speak to the High Priestess, Jalantha Mistmere. The High Priestess does not have time to see commoners. Why should I allow you to waste her time? Would a donation of 50 gold allow us entry? The offer is adequate. Wait here and I will return with the High Priestess.
The
Come on.
Witch Queen brooks no insolence.
I'm glad we have 50 gold on
Where
us.
but to ask?
Oh, there she is.
This way.
Ready yourself, Imoen. Oh no, she's going to talk to Alwyn, isn't she? I am Jalantha Mistmere. What reason do you have to see me? I wish nothing of you save the body of a fool that tried to break into your hallowed halls. I imagine the return of such an infidel is ample return for my services. The bodies of infidels are priced highly in these troubled times. Give me 2,000 gold and the body is yours. We don't have the money right now. No. No, not you, Imoen. Kagan,
Sure.
perhaps we weren't being assertive enough.
The Witch Queen brooks no insolence.
Okay, we said that's highway robbery and she's going to turn on us instantly. Kagan, bash her.
Again you disturb me.
How may I be of assistance?
Alwyn. Mirror image.
Night Singer, give me power.
I think really best thing you can do, Vicaria, is just lob some bullets.
If I must.
If I must.
Right, we'll get our skeletons to occupy these. This could be an interesting battle. Alwyn. Get another skeleton.
You're a queer fellow. I've done had enough of this.
And we'll see if you can take her out. Go on, Kagan. He is now injured. Can you dire charm that one? Zar. Skeletons deal with her.
If I must.
Edwin, what are you going to do? Flame arrow? With our minor drainer if you can.
I'm gone.
Alwyn. I don't think she's going to be able to get into backstab, so just get a flame arrow on her. Whoa! Hagen, you poor old boy. There you go. Healing potion now. Edwin. I feel that we need to take this one out pretty quick. Keep going, Viconia. He's gone. 6,000 experience, that's very nice. I'm not sure how difficult these will be to take out, to be honest. Viconia Smasher. Let's see.
As directed for now.
This way.
Right, I think we're getting there now. Okay.
Sure.
Oh, and there's the little boy. Oh. A G's removal scroll. Okay. This is the body of a child. Child that seems to be so heavy that only Zar can really carry it. Okay, well that's okay. Zar can just go into wolf mode if needed. Right. Let's just heal up poor old Kagan.
I need an ale. All right.
Any more? We've just gone into a temple and slaughtered all the priestesses. I don't know if that's going to go down especially well with the... oh, 50 gold. Thank you. That's the donation, wasn't it? I don't suppose Timor is going to be looking kindly upon Alwyn at the moment. But, you know, they shouldn't have killed a kid, should they? You know. For an indiscretion. Right, well, I think that's done, isn't it? The Water Queen's house has been cleared. Just saying it's highway robbery to charge 2,000 gold was enough to...
I don't want to talk.
Enough to make her want to risk her life. What a stupid, stupid person she was. But, yeah. 6,000 experience, I think that was, yeah, for Jalantha Mistmere. She certainly... she cast Flame Strike on Kagan, which didn't far off do for him, but there we go. Right, I'll bring you back when we're back at what's his name's house. Right, so Zar's just catching up here. We're back at Tremaine's house. The temple was the temple of Umberly, and I just quickly looked that up, and Umberly is like a kind of controls the water and safe passage for sailors and things, but Umberly is an evil deity. So yeah, that might explain the killing of children, I suppose. We got some armour from that fight, and we're going to identify it. The cash flow situation has been eased somewhat. We've got 261 gold now. It's leather armour +1. Okay, that's not going to be worth a huge amount, but it's... I guess it's better than nothing. So we've got the child's body. Just by the way, that spell that Tsar used was dire charm that charmed the priestess. I think it eventually wore off, but there's no saving throw bonus, so it's obviously pretty good at you know, being successful, and that's why we were able to charm that priestess to our will. But we've gone into a temple and slaughtered all of the priestesses, so I think Alwyn's a little bit concerned about that. I thought we were at Tremaine's house. Oh, okay. I don't think...
All right.
Is it in the other map? I will confine Tremaine in a house just north of the Hall of Wonders. Oh.
Good on you if you saved the day.
That's not where I need to be. Where is it? Oh, it's there, is it? Yeah, I think it is. Whoops. I'll bring you back. Right, so here we are, outside his house, his actual house.
Sure.
By all the gods, the lady who smiles must be positively beaming this day. Quickly, get the body inside where I prithee Timora will grant it life anew. I'll not waste another moment until my son's soul is on solid ground once more. Come with and see the wonder. Yeah, I think I'd sort of confused. I thought he was sort of followed the same church as the Umberly people, and I got Timora and Umberly confused, but clearly not. So I guess what he was saying was that perhaps Timora is a sort of goddess of luck, and she would perhaps say that, well, if he goes in there and risks it, and unfortunately the fates do not look kindly upon him and he dies, then that's unfortunately the outcome. So this is why he's kind of deviating from his from Timora's guidance and dogma, I suppose. But you can understand why he might want to deviate from that when it concerns his own son. Come with and see the wonder. Now the moment I have yearned for. Please all, no noise, I must concentrate. I noticed how he didn't ask how he got it, by slaughtering every priestess in the place. I guess it makes sense that there was a Umberly chapel, temple, just by the docks. You can imagine a few sailors going in there to curry favour with the bitch queen, as she's known, before setting off. Cass on. Welcome back. Blessed be our smiling lady, he lives. Son, can you hear me? Father, what's going on? Oh, my dear, dear boy, you are in such trouble. What in all the plains were you thinking, child? Gallivanting through an unbuoyant temple like that, so help me. If turning you over my knee wouldn't kill you outright, you'd jump black to go right to blue. Right. But... what? But it wasn't my fault. Oh, no you don't. Now, there's a G scroll in the inventory. I wonder if that's got anything to do with this. If you want to play the odds, you had best be sure you take responsibility for yourself. The goddess of luck and adventure does not endorse dumb luck or foolish risks. I swear if your mother were alive to hear about this, she'd drop dead where she stood. And then I'd have to raise her too. Do you have any idea what this spell takes out of a person? Not really giving his son much of a chance to explain, is he? But I'm so... Not another word past your lips, young man. You're off to your room, and see if I let you out before you're 20. March! But Aww. Can we talk to the son quickly? No. Oh.
Please help. 'Tis a wasted life at stake.
I've your payment here. It will be some time before Casson and I get a night out again. It is good to have him back among the living, though I take some small pleasure in the trouble he's in for what we did. You'll notice I've not sat down since you've known me. Sometimes our lady who smiles downright laughs out loud. Look to us if you need aid in the future. Many a Timoran will look favourably on you now. Good luck. Good day. Wow. Okay. 2,000 gold. I suppose that would have been recompense if we'd have handed over the 2,000 gold to the priestess in there. 5,000 experience and an item, and 2 level ups, Viconia and Alwyn. That's good, isn't it? Very good indeed. So 2,200 gold, and we've got a shield. Alwyn, any ideas? Large shield. Oh, we can't even identify it. That makes it even more tantalising. Shield of the Falling Stars. Ilmater himself enchanted this shield upon seeing a young squire's willingness to endure untold agony for the well-being of his mount. During a fierce battle between a human cavalry division and a hobgoblin horde, the young man was sent for reinforcements. He was beset by a cascade of arrows that nearly blocked out the sun, and he knew that even if he avoided the arrows himself, should his horse fall, he would surely be doomed. With his shield and body he positioned himself to take the brunt of the onslaught, and was mortally wounded for it. His horse remained unscathed, allowing for their escape, and his body was carried back to the nearest town, where he was resurrected from death. Okay. So imagine, yes, look at this bonus versus missile attacks. It's a... Well, this is very good. I assume it's a large shield. +2 armor class and +5 versus missile attacks. Thank you very much. Okay, so the Kagan's standard large shield is just a +1 armor class and +1 VS missile attacks. So with this, the armor class goes to -5. So we've got an extra armor class, and his... Well, I think this is -2 against missile. What is -2? -3. So why is that -2 versus missile? And that's +5 VS missile. I guess it amounts to the same thing, does it? Yeah, we've got -13 on missile. That's, yeah, Kagan isn't going to get hit by an arrow anytime soon, is he? That's amazing. And we could actually give the boots to Viconia now. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. If Viconia starts taking some arrow damage, then we could... Because these are the 2 frontliners. But that's a great little item for our party. And the extra armor class. So Kagan's sitting behind a -5 armor class now. Right.
I'm gone.
I suppose it would be remiss not to have a little look.
I serve the flaming fist.
Whoops. How do they see that? Uh-oh. You are under arrest for robbery. I represent the flaming fist. Okay. 200 gold? How about that? You don't want to arrest us, especially if we gave you these nice shiny gold coins. 200 of them, in fact. Oh no!
My blade will cut you down to size.
Oh, well, this is not good. I didn't think... Oh, the boy's there. Sorry, Varsi.
I like it here. Sure.
Oh. I genuinely didn't see him. Shall I reload? Oh, sod it. Let's just see what happens here for now.
I shall attend to it.
Take out your shield.
Could do no other. How may I be? It shall be as you wish.
Oh, this is not good.
It shall be as you wish.
There's no way out of it, is there?
Destroyer of worlds!
Sharon looks upon us with favor.
I am the law!
God knows what this does to your reputation.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
If I
Oh, right, sod it. Let's just get this over and done with quickly. Oh, God. What's our reputation now? Disliked 6.
Shire looks upon us with favor.
Oh, yes, I'm sure she blooming well does, Viconia.
Mutton-mongering riffraff.
Yeah, alright, Imowen.
As directed, for now.
I'm not going to save at the moment, just in case.
Why me?
Did you have to call the cops, mate? Honestly.
Why me?
It shall be as you wish.
I think we could go to the temple and restore that a bit. I'm not pleased.
Yep, I've done had
Not
enough
pleased
of
at
this.
all.
This way.
I think that would... We went and resurrected his brother, and the slightest indiscretion, he goes and calls the guard.
I've done had enough of this.
Varsi. Anyway, let's do these level ups. Maybe we'll just have to sort of roleplay it as Imowen just made a misstep and snuck over there without Alwyn knowing and forgot that the little kid was in the room. I don't know. Right, let's do Viconia's level up. Oh, look at all those saving throw reductions. That's very good. And Thaco goes down by 2. Oof, Viconia's going to become a very much improved fighter now. And she gets a level 4 priest spell. And 8 hit points. Wow. Well, that's a little boost after a rather unedifying experience just then. Wow, look at all this. This is the level 4 priest spells. Holy power. Defensive harmony. We all get +2 to our armor class. Wow. Death Ward. Cure serious wounds, 17 points. That might be quite good. Cause serious wounds. Animal summoning. 4 hit dice, that's okay. Protection from evil, that's quite a good one, I think. Anyway, I'll look at that at some point. but that's good. And Viconia with the mace is now whacking with a Thaco of 14. Which is a bit better than Kagan. So that's good. Does she get any other spells? Is it just one spell she gets? Oh, that's not great, actually. But it is a level 4 spell. And it looks like there's some good ones here, so... Mental Domination. Bit like a Dire Charm, I think. Anyway, that's fine for now. So, Alwyn. What are you levelling up in? Cleric. Yeah, so Viconia level 7 Cleric now. Next level up is 1,100. Okay, Alwyn. Okay, well that's a simple one. Alwyn gets 4 hit points and a level 3 spell. Not ever so exciting, but welcome nonetheless. And he's on 43 hit points now, so he's one of the... he's well ahead of the wizards in terms of hit points. And... yes, we have... another spell. Not sure what to do here. Maybe a dispel magic. Strength of 1 is pretty good, especially for our party who don't have high strength. Unholy Blight. Anyway, let's. I'll stick the strength of 1 in for now because that'll be useful for Kagan, buffering up before a battle. Right, so that wasn't exactly what I intended. I still don't know if I'm going to reload on that. It's a shame, isn't it? All that hard-earned reputation that we got back from, I think, all that time ago when was it Monteron killed that bloke in the bar. I think we went down to reputation disliked. Now I know we can go to a church and just hand over a load of cash and suddenly all will be right with the world again, but that's frustrating. Let me tell you. But I think, yeah, we're just going to have to put it down to a bit of a misstep by young Imowen there. And carry on regardless. So, in the next episode, perhaps we'll try and do something to restore our lost reputation. And if it's spending money at a church, then it looks like we'll be needing to find some paid work again.